Well, was there enough time to repair the sabotage? The same question would be popping in your mind as well. For that, let's continue with the chapter. First of all, the reading.
After their evening meal was over, the boys sat swinging on a sheet slung between two coconut trees. Vasu, Kuttan's younger brother, sat nearby on the rough grass. In urgent whispers, keeping a wary eye on Amma, Kuttan told him what they had discovered on Achin's boat. Oh, that horrible Kesavan! Vasu exclaimed. Shh! Speak softly. Kuttan frowned. We don't want to upset Amma. As Amma went in, Kuttan suddenly jumped off the swing, tumbling Sukumaran onto the ground. I've thought of a plan. It will work. I'm sure it will. Come on, hurry, let's go. Excitedly, he yanked his friend up by the hand. Rubbing his shoulder where it had banged on the hard ground, Sukumaran scowled. It had better be good. Listen, this is my idea. Kuttan spoke excitedly, the words tumbling out fast. 20 minutes later, the three boys set off at a fast pace. Vasu held aloft their lamp to show them the path through the thick jungle of undergrowth and trees. Reaching the place where the Churulans were moored, Kuttan turned to his brother. Vasu, you climb that coconut tree and keep a sharp lookout. Whistle once if you see anyone coming here from any direction. He ordered. Watch out for Keswan and Unni. They might come back to do more damage, Sukumaran said. But I also want to help you on the boats, Vasu protested. This is the best way you can help us, Kuttan said. Oh, all right. With the agility of a monkey, Vasu climbed the tree in seconds. Perching precariously at the top, he called out, I can see very well from here. Shh! Not so loud. Kuttan gesticulated. Kuttan and Sukumaran leapt onto the first boat with their heavy bag of tools. I don't think Keswan will come back, said Kuttan. He must be happily dreaming of winning tomorrow. They set to work silently and earnestly in the dim light of the lamp. The night was dark and still around them. Now for the last part, Kuttan said as he started the engine. It will make some noise, but this is a risk we have to take. Half an hour later, they stood on the bank, surveying their work with great satisfaction. Vasu shinned down the tree. Well done! He hugged his brother. The three boys grinned and then turned home silently. Kuttan was up early the next morning, just as the crowds started streaming into the canal threaded down of Alaipi.
So, dear students, that was the reading of page 20. Now, let's try to understand this section. After the evening meal was over, two boys sat swinging on a sheet slung between two coconut trees. Kuttan told his brother Vasu about what they discovered in Achan's boat, Karichal 1. As Amma went in, Kuttan jumped off, tumbling Sugumaran onto the ground as he thought of a plan. Immediately, he told others also, and all of them set off at a fast pace, with Vasu holding the lamp aloft to show the path. After reaching the place where the two boats were tied up, the Karichal 1 and Karichal 2, Kuttan asked his brother to climb up a coconut tree and keep a sharp lookout, especially for Kesavan and his brother Unni. Kuttan and Sugumaran leapt onto the first boat with their heavy bags of tools. They worked silently in the dim light of lamp and took the risk of starting the engine once. Half an hour later, the boys stood on the bank, marveling their work with great satisfaction. All of them went back to home, and next morning, the day of race, Kutan got up early in the morning, and the crowds began thronging into the town of Alapi.